Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Excited to have with us Dr. Wendy Lyon. She's an internationally recognized relationship expert with over 25 years of experience helping singles and couples create lives they love with the love of their lives. She's a psychologist, master certified relationship coach, and also best-selling author, providing proven programs that have been benefited by thousands all around the world. Thank you for being here today. How are you?
I'm great. So happy to be here with you, Jill. Thank you so much.
So excited to have you. First and foremost, tell us a little bit about, yourself and the work you do.
Well, I'm Dr. Wendy Lyon. I have been helping individuals and couples since 1999. I've helped them, yes, for a very long time. I help them transform their lives and create great relationships that last.
Got it. Oh, exciting, exciting. But I gotta know, you're helping those create relationships that last. Want to know, what brought you here? We're going to dive into that as well. How did you get involved in this career? What made you so passionate about helping others?
I have always been fascinated with relationships. I certainly wanted to have my own great relationship. That was a motivating factor. And I did not have a roadmap to relationship success when I started out. So I did what most people do and met somebody and thought, well, look, we're going to make it work. I know we all do that.
Yeah.
And way back in graduate school, and I was, of course, studying about relationships. I was studying psychology. And there I was with my partner at the time, trying to fix him up and turn him into the right guy for me. Have any of you ever tried to do that?
Guilty, ditto, ditto. Of course, we always try to change, and then you realize, wait, I don't want to be changed. Wait, what am I doing? Wait, maybe this is not going to work. Something's not right.
Yeah, we all do that, don't we? Yeah. So no fixer-upper projects, people. That's lesson learned there. That one took me a long time. It was quite the roller coaster. I was determined, stand by your man, make it work, all that stuff. And we even so I finished my doctorate at the time. I got a job teaching all the way across the country as a psychology professor. He came out there after I was teaching and we got engaged. I thought, oh, this is going to be it. We're going to be so happy. It'll be amazing. And it wasn't. He broke off the engagement and I was devastated. So that's how that started. And then a few years later, fast forward, I met somebody new. And this time, okay, this is going to work. This time, this looks right. I think I can make this happen. And at that point, I really wanted marriage and family. And I was bringing that up. And he would say things like, well, maybe someday. Have you ever heard that? The maybe does that resonate? Yeah,
exactly. And I was so eager with what I wanted. I knew, and I'm like still holding on for hope that this guy wants it too.
Maybe someday. And I finally realized, guess what, folks? Maybe usually means never.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe means no. Someday means never. Really, that's kind of how it worked out. So I had a little more sense at that point. I realized I'm not sticking around forever. I packed up and left, and I came back to California and really invested in myself. I realized, okay, so even though I had studied everything about relationships and psychology, I was a professor, I taught all these things from human development from conception to death. I knew a few things about relationships, but clearly I didn't have a great relationship map myself. So I really invested in myself. I got a coach and mentor. I took a conscious dating program. I got clear. I realized, okay, you have to have a clear vision, know what you want. And guess what? The right partner for you has to share that vision. Seems obvious, but so many people don't get this one. So that was an eye-opener for me to really get that wisdom. And this time I chose wisely. A partner who was such a great match for me, shared my vision. We have been happily married since 2005. And I want that for all of you. So that's why
Aw,
I want you to have a life you love with the love of your life. That's my mission. I am committed to this. I've worked with so many people over the years. I've worked with people from their 20s to their 80s.
yeah,
Never too late. So all over the United States, Canada, Australia, Europe, South America, even Africa. And I'm just really committed to that. I've created a roadmap that works.
yeah,
I don't want you to have that trial and error of hoping it's all going to work out.
mm-hmm,
Trying to fix somebody, trying to change somebody doesn't work. They don't want to be changed. You get to instead have a roadmap, get clear about what you want and make it happen. So I work with all kinds of people. I work with individuals and I work with couples. So the single people I work with, they want to find lasting love with a
yeah,
compatible partner. They don't want to wait years or decades to make it happen, right? You want it
yeah,
now.
yep.
And and the couples I work with, well, they want to have great relationships too. They want to really feel connected and feel heard and understood in their relationships. They want that a deeper connection and ease. And I help them with all that. So that's what I do. I can share a little bit more about that if you like.
Absolutely. Yes. And of course, I want to find out more about the types of challenges that singles are facing before, they even work with you. And these are some of them for sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There are many challenges, many challenges. Yeah. So often people come to me, they have fears, they have doubts, they have limiting beliefs. They're sometimes saying, I'm too old,
Yep.
too late,
Mm-hmm.
or some version of I'm not good enough. That I hear a lot. Or they might be saying, well, there's nobody out there. There's no good matches for me. All the good ones are taken. There's only losers, liars, and loners left. And
Yep.
like I need to settle or be alone.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I hear a lot of this. And sometimes people have put dating or relationships on hold for a while because they were hurt before. And they're like, I don't know if I want to go there, right? Kind of scary, all that. And of course, they want to make better choices now. And sometimes people are just not that clear about what they want. Um, and often people think that, well, I read the romance novels, saw those romantic comedies, maybe read the fairy tales when you were young. It's supposed to just all happen, right? Like by chance, you meet somebody and boom, you live happily ever after. And it's like, wait a minute, this is not happening the way they told me it was going to happen. So yes, I get that. And I can help you change all that. So I wanted to give you an example of a gal that I worked with recently. I have a nice story here because she started out maybe like some of you who are listening. She was in her late 40s. And initially she thought, well, it's just not possible for me to find love. I mean, she enrolled in this group program. I teach a course called The Path to Lasting Love. It's just helped so many people, hundreds of people over the years. But she started out, well, I don't think it's going to happen for me. I haven't had good relationships before. I've had all kinds of trauma. It's been really awful. I don't really deserve love. And she had settled for guys who were kind of jerks, not treating her very well.
Ditto. Done that. Yep.
Oh, yeah, haven't we been there? Don't do that, people. Don't do that. No, no, no. So anyway, lots of stuff going on with her. She thought, well, if you knew the real me, you wouldn't love me. So she was kind of not even showing up, being her authentic self and feeling pretty discouraged. And she would go on dates, but assume that it's not going to go well. They're not going to like me. I'll be rejected. I'll be treated poorly like I was in the past. And so she wasn't fully present with people. Like she'd be distracted and focusing on herself. How do I look? Am I okay? Is everything okay? How's my breath? All this stuff we do, right? And so initially she was skeptical. She had done a lot of therapy before. She'd read the self-help books and she wasn't sure if I could help her. But good news, she totally transformed. We worked together. She was in my Path to Lasting Love group. We did a little bit of individual coaching, and she transformed her self-image. So she was like a new woman. Amazing. This could happen for you too. So she shifted how she saw herself. So cool, right? It's
Amazing. Amazing. You could spring us into love like this. Dr.
Oh,
Wendy
yeah.
Lyon here.
Yeah, she felt deserving. I helped her get really clear about her values, her vision, or what she needed and required in a relationship. And she had a conscious dating plan that we worked together to create. So she met a new guy, totally different from the rest of them. She's in a fantastic relationship. She says, I'm happier than ever. And they recently got married. And she just loves being treated like a queen. She's like, oh my God, I'm a new person. This is by far the best relationship ever. So, this happened for her. She was totally skeptical. It can happen for you. I have helped people all over the world, all ages, to gain that confidence and clarity and find love. So they're next.
Thank you. And we got to remind everyone how we contact you. Dr. Wendy Lyon, that's DrWendyLyon.com. And there's so much to talk about. I want to talk about her book. I want to talk about her amazing testimonials, all the people you've helped. I mean, go to the website. There's so much there. And you can even download your free road map, right? And there's also a video. So, I mean, where do you want to go next? Because there's so much that you bring to the table, and we don't have enough time. But hopefully we're going to have a few sessions so we can dive into everything specifically, right?
Yeah, well, I guess I want to share a little bit about my work with couples as well.
Yes, of course, please.
Because I know there's couples out there who are struggling or hurting, they want support. So couples find me when they're fighting, they're not feeling heard or understood or appreciated, they're not feeling supported, they're not having enough couple time, they're not having fun, there's conflict and it's not fun. So I'll give you an example of John and Nancy. When they came to work with me, they were fighting a lot, they were angry, they weren't connecting. They have young kids, they were both working full time, and they had no time for each other. They had no time for themselves individually. They were not happy campers. This might sound familiar to some of you.
Yeah.
So we got together just for a few months. I taught them some simple tools to communicate, to connect. And whoo, I mean, you could see it with them. Amazing. They're having fun. They're laughing. They're connecting. Like we would meet on Zoom. At first they'd be like this, away from each other, and now they're all cuddly and lovey-dovey. It's so sweet. So there's no more yelling, there's no more fighting. They're so much more respectful, more playful, having fun. And I mean, they said that, like, before we worked with you, we didn't know what to do. We were fighting. It was awful. We were frustrated. And they told me, gosh, you helped us so much. We don't have those angry arguments anymore. We speak to each other with so much more compassion. We're laughing, we're more comfortable. And they said, well, you not only have you given us tools and taught us healthy patterns that help us connect, but now we're appreciating each other every day, and they're so much happier. So yay, that can be you. Don't settle for what you don't want there. You can have so much more ease and love and more fun.
Well, how are relationships different after working with you?
Yeah, well, that's kind of how. Yeah, so they're easier,
Better, stronger. Yeah.
Yes, and just more relaxed, more time for each other, more appreciation, prioritizing the relationship instead of, like, sometimes we forget that, oh yeah, I have this partner, like maybe let's pay attention to each other once in a while. And understanding each other, that's huge. So having that compassionate communication makes such a difference. I have this great communication map that's easy to learn. And once you learn how to talk using that, it's like, oh, how about that? We can be really hearing each other, really getting it, feeling heard and understood and supported and getting our needs met, and both of us moving forward. And what a great role model for your kids as well, right?
Yeah.
If you have kids, they can see, oh,
Oh my
being
gosh.
responded. Yeah, it's like transformational, huge, huge.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is amazing work you're doing. I love hearing this and how you can support people out there. What else did you want to share for today's show? Dr. Wendy Lyon here, of course. Also, I want to know about your book. This is exciting stuff, but I don't want to jump out of order, but it's so hard not to.
Oh, no worries. There's no order. It's fine. I have a few books actually. I've got three. I'm a #1 international best-selling author. I've also won awards, so that's kind of cool. But the one that I'm sharing that you can find on my website is this one. So we'll talk about this one. This is Roadmap to Success. It's with Deepak Chopra, and so that's a gift, right, to be able to work with him. And I am giving away my roadmap to relationship success because I am so passionate that I want you to have a roadmap to be supported.
Yeah.
And so many people don't. So many of us are walking around kind of unconscious in this area. Every other aspect of life, we usually realize, oh, you have to like have a clear intention and focus and maybe get education and training if you want to succeed in your career, or even to learn a language, or do well in a sport or something. You can't just, oh, I hope it happens. Hope it happens. Can you imagine? No,
Yeah.
but so I created this roadmap. I mean, I'm putting together a lot of things. So I have my doctorate in psychology. I'm a master certified relationship coach. I'm a mentor for the Relationship Coaching Institute. I also like a plethora of other coaching trainings that I've done over the years, and I'm pulling it all together to give you this solid roadmap so you don't have to wait years or even months. You can get support right away. And I want to give you this free copy from my book. It's pretty cool. You'll uncover blocks to love.
Mm-hmm.
And you maybe have been walking around for decades with these blocks. You don't even realize, oh, okay, let's change that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love it.
You'll get these proven steps to
Yes.
that and have successful relationships. So this is valuable if you're single and you're not with the love of your life and you want to be, great, grab it. It's free, totally helpful. And if you're in a relationship and things are not ideal, and you'll get support, like, oh, okay. And really the essential work is doing your inner work to feel deserving, to be confident, to get clear about what you really want, to be able to share that, and to have a conscious plan to make it all happen. So I help people with that. And in fact, I do also offer a few complimentary love consultations each month. So
Yeah.
that's
Yay. That's exciting. Oh
I know. Yeah. So I've been working with individuals and couples for a long time. I've got my Path to Lasting Love group, and I give some free sessions every month. Not too many, and there may not be that many in
my.
the future, so jump on it. It's such an opportunity to get clear, identify what are your dreams, what are your goals, what is it that you want. Like sometimes it's funny, like people don't always know. It's like, oh, and sometimes I get people who are even afraid to have that big vision because, well, what if,
Yeah.
right? So it's kind of helping you with that, and let's uncover the blocks, let's uncover the challenges, right?
And let's know it's possible. And I love your hope, your inspiration, your own story, your own journey that you shared with us today. That it's not easy. It's not easy for everyone. And sometimes, oh gosh, it sounds like that song. I can't sing right now. I don't really sing, period. But it's love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. Remember that song? You can't hurry love.
Absolutely. Yes, and you, with support, you actually can. You don't have to wait. You don't have to just hope it's going to happen. You can get actual good support. I mean, I've been doing this for 25 years. I have an idea about what works and what doesn't. And I have, my own personal journey that I can draw from as well as all the hundreds of people I've worked with, plus thousands when I'm, doing talks and people reading my books. I'm affected thousands out there. So we've got a proven program here that help you to transform your life. So my work is not just, I'm going to help you find the guy, or I'm going to help you talk to your partner so you're not pissed off at each other. It's a lot deeper than that. It's going to help you shine in your life so you're living a life that you love.
Oh,
right?
It's possible. It is possible.
That's the work. Well, one of my trainings, I'm a certified clear beliefs coach.
Beautiful. Yeah. I know there's so much more to your background and credentials I want to talk about too, but we're out of time. We only have 2 minutes left in the show. Oh my goodness. So what did you want to share for the rest of the show for today?
Absolutely. But so those beliefs that you think, oh, that's just who I am, those can shift, those can change. You are not stuck being in this certain way with these fears. Those can all shift. So it's never too late for love. I can support you on your journey, and you deserve this.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, you deserve it. We all deserve it. How can we reach out to you, Dr. Wendy Lyon, for it? You offer initial consultation if someone's interested in working with you?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I would love to hear from you. And I have a new app that's going to be coming out.
Oh, tell me about the app. This is a good.
Cool. It's Your Love Path. So be on the lookout for that. It's not out yet. Yes, and it's going to give you resources to support you on your love path.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are excited. So where do we find information about the app? Tell us the website, phone number, and how we can reach you.
You got it. Yeah. So website is drwendylyon.com. You can reach me directly, Wendy at drwendylyon.com. You can even call me up at 415-365-0097.
Well, thank you so much. Pleasure having you here, getting to know you, excited to, get to know you. And I hope our listeners take advantage of this. And really, love is possible. You can find it. You just need some guidance. And Dr. Wendy Lyon has so much experience. And do you guarantee you'll make it work? Is there like a...
Well, okay. I guarantee that if you commit to the work and you are willing to go for it, yes.
All right, good. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to support you on your journey to help you live with the love of your life. Thank you.
Pleasure having you here. Looking forward to the next time we connect. Have a fantastic day, okay? Have a great Memorial Day weekend as well. Thank you.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.